Did you feel it too? That sudden silence. And then, out of nowhere, one photo appeared, a small piece of news that shook the world. Someone captured a man in a black jacket walking through the streets of New York, and within minutes, the entire internet exploded. It's Suga. Min Yoongi.no official announcement. No company statement. No Weverse update. Yet that one image was enough to make the world stop. Suga, in America? Why now? Why in complete silence? Cityscape at dusk, a presence too quiet to ignore. The photo showed Yoongi walking alone on a Manhattan sidewalk. Black hoodie, headphones around his neck, expression calm, yet unreadable. But there was something different. Fans noticed immediately his eyes. The gaze wasn't just tired. It was deep, almost heavy, as if carrying secrets only he could understand. Suga looks like someone who's just walked through a storm. One fan wrote on X, Twitter, and maybe that's true. After disappearing from the spotlight for months, Suga reappeared not as a superstar trying to shine, but as a man who seemed to have rediscovered himself. His aura, calm yet mysterious, made fans whisper the same question over and over. What really happened to him? Headphone whispers from Los Angeles. A hidden studio and a secret project just days after the photo went viral, new reports surfaced. Suga was seen entering a recording studio in Los Angeles, the same studio where global artists like Post Malone and Halsey had worked. Could this mean he's preparing a new project? Is this the long-awaited continuation of D2? The legendary D3? No one knows. For sure. But an anonymous insider shared a detail that only deepened the mystery. He barely talks. He comes in at sunset and leaves before dawn. But when he's inside, the whole room changes. He's not just making music. He's creating something deeper. Candle a silence that speaks louder than words for fans. Yoongi's silence has always been his language. He doesn't need to speak for people to feel him. But this silence felt different. Not a break, but a journey. Many believe his trip to America isn't just about work, but it's about healing. About breathing again after years of pressure, endless schedules, and the emotional weight of being Suga of BTS. I just want to write music somewhere no one knows me. A line from an old Suga interview that resurfaced after the news broke, that IT sounded like a quiet prophecy, and now he's living it. Crescent Moon, a night in Manhattan. One look, 1,000 questions that night. A short fan video appeared online. Under the soft glow of a street lamp, Yoongi stood in front of a small cafe, hands in his pockets, head slightly down. From a distance, it looked like he was waiting for someone, or maybe waiting for himself. No smile. No expression. Just quiet. And yet, for millions of armies watching, that silence was overwhelming. He doesn't need to speak. Just standing there makes your heart ache, wrote one fan on TikTok. The video hit millions of views within hours. Hashtag Suga in America and hashtag Yoongi is back began trending worldwide. Everyone was asking the same question. Why is he there? Who is he meeting? What is he planning? Speech balloon, I don't want to be found yet. The words that broke fans' hearts days later. An excerpt from an interview appeared in Korean media. When asked about his current state of mind, Yoongi gave a quiet, devastating answer. Sometimes I don't want to be found yet, that I want people to remember my music, not my presence. Simple, but haunting, because everyone knows, behind the fame and flashing lights, Yoongi has always carried a longing for peace, for anonymity, for space to simply exist without being watched. Some behind small cloud from Seoul to New York. A journey beyond geography. Suga's trip to America feels like a transformation. From the crowded streets of Seoul to the electric calm of New York, from bright stages to dark studios. He seems to be on a spiritual journey as much as a creative one. Music analysts believe he's working on something deeply personal. Maybe an album that reflects his time in the military, or an introspective look at life, loss, and growth. Because for Yoongi, music is never just sound. It's his way of breathing. And when he goes silent, the world knows something extraordinary is coming. Red Heart Army waits. With the same love as always, every photo, every whisper, every rumor about Suga is flooded with supportive comments. Yoongi, take your time. Whatever you're doing, we'll wait. Your silence is your song, and we can hear it. Fans understand him in ways that defy words. They know that every time he disappears, he returns with something powerful. A melody, a truth, a piece of himself that he's ready to share again. Sunrise, the ending that feels like a beginning now. Suga in America is no longer just a rumor, that he's really there. Searching, creating, healing, and no one knows when he'll come back or what he's preparing, but one thing is certain. When he returns, it will be as someone transformed. Maybe today he's just walking quietly through unfamiliar streets, but tomorrow, those same steps will become music that stops the world. And when that first note plays, everyone will finally understand. This is why Suga went to America. Silenced, that's what defines Suga's presence now. No press, no photo shoots, no live streams. Just fragments, whispers, clues, and grainy fan videos that vanish as fast as they appear. But what's strange is this. Every piece feels connected. Every image, every rumor, every studio sighting. Like puzzle pieces pointing towards something much bigger. Something Suga hasn't told anyone yet. Musical Notes, the sound that no one was supposed to hear, began with a 20-second audio leak that a fan walking past a Los Angeles recording studio captured a faint rhythm, a deep bass, a soft piano, and a voice murmuring something that sounded like Korean. The clip spread like wildfire across the internet. Was it Suga? No one could confirm it, but armies knew that sound. The melancholy tone, the signature layering of instruments, that bittersweet rhythm only Min Young-hee could create. You can feel him even without seeing him. That's his magic, one fan commented. Within hours, Big Hit's legal team issued copyright warnings on the clip, confirming without actually confirming that the sound was real. Fire rumors of a collaboration. An American artist was there too. Then came another wave of speculation that a music producer based in LA posted a mysterious Instagram story. Headphone cat face, midnight sessions with a legend. The cat emoji, Young-hee's signature symbol, sent armies spiraling. And the photo background? A silhouette that fans swore looked like Anderson.Paak or The Weeknd. Could be true. Was Young-hee working on a crossover track? The kind of global sound that blends Korean emotion with American soul? The industry whispers grew louder. Some said it was a collaboration EP. Others said it was something deeper, a documentary-style album where Suga reveals his journey through sound. One journalist from Billboard even hinted on social media. Something is moving in the underground. Suga's not just making music, he's building a message. Crescent Moon, the man who writes in shadows. A glimpse inside his process days turned into weeks, and fans began spotting Suga at random corners of Los Angeles. Coffee shops, bookstores, and once, sitting quietly on a park bench near Sunset Boulevard. Every time he was alone, no staff, no cameras. Just his notebook and headphones. He looked peaceful, said a barista who served him coffee. But also distant, like his mind was somewhere else entirely. That's the thing about Young-hee. He creates from solitude. He once said, "Music is my mirror. When I disappear, it's because I'm looking into it." So maybe, in those quiet streets, he wasn't lost. He was finding something. Maybe America isn't an escape. Maybe it's where he learns to breathe again. Thaw balloon, the message hidden in his old lyrics as fans waited for news. Some began revisiting his past songs, searching for clues that I am the last. Suga once confessed, "People call me genius, but I still don't know myself." And in Amygdala, he whispered about pain, memory, and survival. Now, fans are connecting the dots. Was his trip to America the continuation of that story? A chapter where Young-hee confronts the version of himself he left behind. He's always said he wants to be honest in his music, wrote one army. Maybe that honesty led him somewhere far, to find new words, new sounds, new peace. DVD Big Hit silence only fuels the fire. Oddly enough, HYB and Big Hit have refused to comment. Every time reporters ask about Suga's location or his supposed project, they respond with the same cold line. There is nothing to confirm at this time. But for ARMY, that silence is confirmation, because Suga's greatest works have always begun in silence, in secrecy, in the stillness before the storm. Candle, the photo that changed everything. Then, one morning, a new photo surfaced. Suga leaving a studio at dawn, hoodie up, holding a small,